The bullet missed me in an inch. Mbona mcheke mjui Kiingereza ni?
I like to call this guy the Kanye West version of Tanzania. Of course, mine has all the mental health and but that's not the point. The point is I come from the United Republic of Tanzania, and I happen to enjoy a lot of Eastern animation, particularly from Japan, called anime. Now, as you may have guessed, this isn't exactly a super popular thing to do in a sub-Saharan country where the majority of the population don't F with English, let alone Japanese. Unlike Kenya though, the anime community there actually seems kind of strong. But here in TZ, I'd say, we've only just slightly began to accept anime as a respectable medium of entertainment. But we are still very far to be considered a true otaku majority nation, and quite frankly, I don't think that'll ever happen. Now the thing is, majority of the viewers who watch my channel are either American or Indian, so a lot of you will not relate to this video, but stick around just for the curiosity. My journey, as some of you know, fully began in 2017 with One Punch Man.
Look how they massacred my boy.
And over the years, I have exposed myself to a lot of good, bad, and elite anime out there. However, this is a bit of a mixed bag in the Tanzanian youth. For instance, I remember somewhere around 2020, COVID times, I had just finished, I think it was the second season of Tokyo Ghoul, so naturally I placed Ken Kaneki as my profile picture in WhatsApp, and I deadass remember this one girl telling me,
I cannot take you seriously with that profile picture.
And she wasn't kidding around, she was deadass serious. It was she said it in the most blunt way possible, ice cold. You see, whenever I posted anime edits or scenes on my WhatsApp status, I would get the occasional interest, but the majority of the people would tell me Acho Toto, which translates to stop being childish or stop being immature. And this was around 2020-2019 when anime in TZ was still very niche. So many people just assumed it was cartoon, you know. Some people even thought Disney made anime, you know, the nerve, but whatever. But then it reached a point I stopped caring what people were saying. Now at the time, I was never part of any large anime community like I am today. I knew maybe a maximum of 5 other Tanzanians in my life that constantly watched anime. But I did meet more people that were into anime as well. The number grew, but it wasn't anything extraordinary. We would still get the side eyes from both girls and boys alike who would view us as too childish. It didn't help at the time that I was a massive Fortnite fan and was one of the best Fortnite gamers in my class, well, top 2. There was always this one guy who had a Nintendo Switch that I could never beat. But I even used to upload Fortnite gaming videos to this very channel. Ha! But guess what? They will never see the light of day ever again. You will never see those videos ever again.
You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away!
Well, unless this video in particular hits 1.12 million likes. That is the only time I will release those Fortnite videos. So I was labeled as a true nerd, not the cool Andrew Garfield type. Now, the otaku scene in Tanzania continued in this slow pace up to the point I graduated from secondary school. But after I graduated from secondary school, I noticed more people who weren't fans of anime warming up to it. In my class, that is. Because of DemonSlayer and Attack on Titan. Time in 2021 or 2022, these two animes were like airing at the same time on every Sunday. That kind of brought a bit of more light to mostly DemonSlayer, let me be honest. A lot of my friends don't like AOT because it's just...
Where is the enemy?
Right there.
But Even though Demon Slayer did bring in a lot of fans here, the anime in particular that skyrocketed the anime community in Tanzania and was the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen, the Shibuya arc. This was the anime that really made a lot of my friends who were like, I'm never gonna watch that shit, to like, holy shit, what have I been missing? You know, this season blew my mind. Just my mind. The fights, the drama, my favorite character dying. It was literally perfect. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, the Shibuya arc, I'd place it, not gonna lie, I'd place it in my top 3 favorite arcs in anime. My first obviously being the AOT Shigan arc. Sukuna in general, Joe Goat, Lobotomy Kaisen, it had everything to succeed. The noise was so loud online that some of the Tanzanian youth could no longer ignore it. And yeah, I'll be honest, it did feel kind of fake that people who made fun of me long ago for enjoying this content suddenly placing Gojo and Sukuna as their profile pics. But I accepted it. I told myself that I don't want to get rage baited anymore. I'ma just allow it.
Just let this happen.
In my first year of college, I had joined a large WhatsApp anime group. It was the first time ever I was exposed to such a large number of TZ people who were actual real anime fans. Most of these guys had been watching anime before I was born, and that was actually crazy. Like, there were people in this group, I had no idea they were watching anime since the 2000s and 2010s. I started a bit late, bro. I came in 2017, but these guys are actual veterans. I actually blew my mind. But the thing is, when it came to TZ on a national scale, the anime community, I'd say, isn't even 1% of the entire population of the youth. I'd be very surprised if it's even 0.5%. For reference, where I study right now, in my course alone, we're about like 43 students, and I'd say out of the 43, only about maybe 4 or 5 watch anime like that, okay? And only 2 read manga, which is me and this other guy. And that is already very rare. Majority of my classmates have only maybe heard about it or seen edits online, but they ain't tapped in like that. They are not locked in like you and me watching this video right now. I must say though, 2025 has been the best year to be an anime fan, and I think this is the year that truly, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 provided the ramp for people to get into anime. But the Demon Slayer movie that came out this year is the one that really brought people in.
No puedo pelear así. Mi katana salió volando.
Because it was the first time I saw an anime movie being hosted in a Dar es Salaam cinema. That was crazy. I remember going for the premiere and it was packed. The Demon Slayer movie was a major success, so naturally, because of that, we got the Chainsaw Man movie in theaters. It also came to TZ, but unfortunately it came during the time of Tanzanian elections.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
So I never got the chance to watch the Chainsaw Man movie, but I did acquire the Blu-ray version through my ways. You don't have to ask how, but I did acquire it. And also the Jujutsu Kaisen movie came to cinemas. So literally Demon Slayer kind of paved the way for TZ to start getting anime movies. But speaking about the Demon Slayer movie, I remember the day very well, and I kid you not, behind me a girl was sitting there talking about how she knew nothing about Demon Slayer and only came to impress her boyfriend. And I was like, wow, you know what? Props for the dedication. You go, girl. You know, not many girls out there are willing to go to a cinema, spend 12,000 shillings to watch the premiere just to impress their boyfriend. So if you want to stop your friend from gambling their school fees to get the new PlayStation, tell them to watch Reborn as a vending machine. I Now Wonder the Dungeon. Trust me, they will stop gambling. It will change their life so much that the casino will be taboo for them.